Hello, my friends. My countdown timer was not working the way that it was supposed to, which did catch me off guard, but I decided to improvise anyways. So how is everyone doing? Welcome to the live stream. It's so nice to see everyone. Terry is in the house. Danny, great to see you. Danny, Maud, great to see you as always. Vanessa, thank you, Vanessa, for being here. I'm so glad that you're safe. There was a flood in the Philippines, but Vanessa's doing good. Greece, welcome, my friend. Rodney, a lot of familiar faces. Great to see you all. Robert, Bobbyette's in the house. Welcome, Coach Bobby. C. Rocket, welcome, my friends. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of live Hey Joe. And I can also answer any questions you boys and girls might have. Little reminder, starting Monday, I'm going to be doing my 5-day beginner guitar accelerator challenge. That's going to be 5 days in a row. So if you want to really, learn bar chords, learn how to make smooth chord transitions, strumming, challenge yourself in ways that you haven't yet. This is going to be an intense 5 days that we're going to be spending together live. If you haven't signed up for that yet and you're just watching this on YouTube randomly, then click the link underneath this video. You can sign up. It says sign up for the challenge, right? Also, a couple more resources that I have for you guys. We're going to be working a little bit with the backing track today that I found on YouTube. That's linked in the descriptions. And I think that's about that. So how is everyone doing? Let me know in the comments, how are you boys and girls doing? It's Friday. Hope you guys are feeling good. Jan, welcome Jan, James, Jackie, so many familiar faces. Great to see you guys. Chaz, I know you, Chaz. Welcome, my friend. No, long time no see. Glad to see you. Marla, I think I recognize Marla. How you doing, Marla? Thank you all for being with me. I see we already got 15 thumbs up on this video. Those of you who haven't smashed the like button now is the time to smash it for me, please, because that does help me with the algorithm. Let me see. Awesome! I want to do a different one. That's the one. That's the one. Smash the like button for me, guys. It helps me with the algorithm. This is a public one. Great to see you, Dennis. This is a public live stream. In a couple of weeks, we're going to go back to our standard format where I do the member-only live streams every other week. So those of you who are members, thanks for having patience with me. But I definitely want to make these worth your time as well. All right, my friends. Let's get into Hey Joe. It's a nice, simple chord progression. We're going to be playing around a little bit with the backing track and happy days, right? So who has a guitar out? Let me know in the comments. Daniel says he smashed it before the live stream. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really do appreciate it. Marie, great to see you as always. You're working. Wow. You're still working. Well, thank you for joining me while you're working, even if you're listening in the background. Marie did a lot of Hey Joe with me, so I hope you're not fed up with this, Marie. But we didn't play it to a backing track, so this is going to be something new. I'm always trying to improve and get better. So check it out, guys. Who can already play Hey Joe? Now, I know many of you have already played this together with me as a challenge, but there's always room to improve. There's always things to make better, polish up. And even lots of times we think we know something, but there's still much more, depth to go into. Delphine, great to see you as always. You guys rock. Thank you so much for joining me live. So check it out. You guys got your guitars out? I hope you got your guitars out. I just made a big mistake there. So we're going to start on a C major chord, and I'll show you guys as we go. So it's going to be C into a G major, into a D major, into an A major, and then into E. Then we're going to rock on E, okay? I'll do it one more time. C to a G, D to an A, into E, okay? So that's really the most simple, basic way that we could get through this. Now we're going to be taking a look at the intro later. We're going to be taking a look at a couple of licks we could do in there later. We're going to be taking a look at the pentatonic scale, some of the notes in the pentatonic scale that you could use to build your own little licks in there as well. Not working for what it's worth. Oh, so Okay, let's see what else. Okay, so many of you have a guitar all warmed up. I love it. This is an interactive lesson. So one more time, C, and the strumming is down, 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 up. Okay, so we're gonna do that on every one of these chords. Okay, so down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. Who can follow along? I hope all you boys and girls can follow along. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, down, down. C, down, down, up, G, down, down, up, D, down, down, up, A, down, down, up, E, 4 times. Okay. C once, G once, D once, A once, E 4 times. Okay. Let's do it again. C to the G, D into A, and then E. One more time. C to the G, down to D, into A, and then E. Okay, Elizabeth is saying that this is too basic. I totally get it, Elizabeth, and that's what a lot of people would say. So your challenge, and let me know if you can do this, is to play the C, going into the G, going into the D, going into the A, and into E, right? See if you can play it on a different part of the fretboard. Right? C you can play here. G here, right? Right? So even if the open cowboy cards are too basic for you, there's definitely still a place to be challenged, right? If you can't play these up and down the neck, then that's your challenge, right? So let me show you guys that really quickly for those of you who are too advanced, okay? So the C major, you guys, hopefully most of you know where it is. For the G, we're gonna play it here, 3rd fret, bar chord, okay? For the D, we're gonna do 5th fret, okay? This finger's on the 5th fret. For the A, also the 5th fret. And then I just go into an E major, right? Let me know, Elizabeth, if that's still too easy for you. Let's do it one more time the more advanced way. C to the G, into A, excuse me, into D, into A, and then into E. Okay, one more time. C to the G, down to D, into A, and then E. Now when I'm on this A bar chord, I'll just play the E like this so that I don't need to move any fingers. I'll just slide back here, right? Now if you wanted to play some licks, it might make sense to go back and do the E like this. But if I'm just gonna strum to stay efficient, I'm gonna just play my E like this, okay? So Elizabeth, let me know if that's still too basic. If it is, then you're really good, Elizabeth. Congratulations. I'm gonna try to still add in some more stuff, but I like to start the lessons really simple and then build upon kind of the foundation that we've set, right? Okay, A-shaped bar chord, so much easier on my electric. Yeah, definitely easier on the electric than on the acoustic, for sure, yeah. Hartzell Schaff, so great to see you live, my friend. I love Hartzell. I love you, man. Great to see you live. I don't think I've seen you on any of these live yet, so it's really, really great to see you live. Thank you for being here, my friend. We're doing Hey Joe, one that you already know. Okay, so what I want to do now is put on the backing track and try to play with you guys to the backing track, okay? The only thing that you'll see with the backing track, and I'll share my screen here in just a second, is, give me 1 second here. Okay, let's go. Is this working? Oh, it's not working. Oh, that's not good. Okay, now it works. Okay, we're having some sort of a glitch here, everyone, but it seems to work now. Okay, I'm lucky. All right, so check it out. So this CG is showing that it's 1 bar, right? So half a bar is the down, 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 up half a bar. Is the, right? So as we play along together, you'll kind of see like the C is down, down, down up to the G, down, down, down up. That's one bar, okay? Okay, so let's try to do this together now. If you can't strum along using the strumming pattern that I showed you, the down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, right? If that's still too challenging for you, then just do one strum, okay? And then slowly try to build upon that, okay? Let's try it. I'll play it together with you. This little bass line comes. So I'm just curious, how many of you are able to follow along with ease? Type in the number 1 if you can follow along with ease. Type in number 2 if this is still a little bit hard for you, a little bit fast, a little bit challenging. I'm kind of curious where everyone is at. Okay, Bobby says, hi, Elizabeth. Let me just go back here. Hi, Elizabeth. Okay, Elizabeth, that must be someone you know. It's too basic for her. You must have told her to come. Hey, Rocky. All right. So Elias, Claudia, I don't know you yet. Welcome to the live stream. So let me know, boys and girls, is this too simple for you? Is it still a little bit hard? So for some of you, it's easy. For some of it's hard. Those of you who can really follow along with ease, like really, really easy, then maybe really try to challenge yourself with those bar chords and see if you can do it like that, right? Nancy Smith, number 2. Okay, so we got both in here. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. So those of you also who can do this totally easily, definitely I'm going to be showing you guys the little intro there and a couple of little licks that you can do as well to kind of, you know, give you guys a little bit more of a level of difficulty there. Yeah, we got some 1s, we got some 2s. So wherever you're at, don't worry, you know, you're gonna get better. The more you practice, the more time you put in it, you're gonna get better. And this track that I found today is linked in the description. So once we're done with this today, just try to play along with that track. You know, first try to play alone. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, right? Down, 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 right? And then once you can do that, then you can always add in levels of complexity. Okay, we got some 1s, we got some 2s. It's interesting to kind of see. Nancy, how you doing, Nancy? All right. So, what's next? What's next? I want to try to play through it one more time. And now what I want you boys and girls to try to do is listen to the drum. Okay, so first we're going to listen to it a little bit together. And then I want you, as you play it, to really try to listen to the drum and see what the drum is doing on which chord. And what you're going to notice on the C, it's very straightforward. It's just this down, 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 up, down, down. As we're doing down, 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 up, you'll hear the drum go boom, ba, boom, boom, ba, right? And that's that down, 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 up, down, down, down. So as the drum accents that snare, that's where you're going to be doing a little bit more of an accent with your strumming. Down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Okay, so it does that. The drum, as we listen to it now together, you'll hear on the C, it's very just straightforward, right? But when it gets to the E chord, then the drum, definitely the drummer gives himself a lot of liberties to kind of get more groovy, right? And then that's where you'll hear Hendrix and a lot of other people putting in little licks and going a little bit more wild with it, right? So what we can do, those of you who are just strummers, who aren't, you know, like more advanced with your scales and all that yet, what you can do, once you have the basics down, right, the way that we played it now, once you have that down, then on that E major chord, as you hear the drummer giving himself more liberties, that's where we can start playing around with the strumming a little more, where it doesn't have to be that stringent down, 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 where we can start to play around, right? Get loose, okay? Try to get loose. So let's listen to it now again together. Let me see if my screen is going to work. No. I've had this problem once before in the past. Every other time it works. Interesting. Okay, well, we're just going to roll with the punches. So let's listen to it now again together, and let's just focus on the drum for now, okay? Hear how on the E chord the drummer is doing more than he's doing on your standard chords, right? So when you're playing and strumming along, that's your cue, like, okay, on this, at this part of the tune, I can give myself some more, you know, liberty here, right? To play around with the strumming. So let's listen to it a little more. All right, and then he gets into the bass line. Okay, so how are you guys doing with that? When we get to the E point where it starts to kind of break away a little bit with the drum, how are you guys doing with that? Is that easy for you to follow along? Is it hard for you to break out of that more like just basic pattern? Are you able to freestyle with it, right? And the important thing to realize, especially when you're playing with the backing track, is that they have the groove covered for you. They have that foundation covered for you. So you can just kind of lay back and let the groove continue happening without you. Listen with your ear and see if you can strum something in there, right? Let me see what the chat is saying. Henry, excellent point. I had to discover the point about the drums on my own. Yeah, totally. Locking in with the drum is huge. It's huge. And learning to listen to it. I really like the live chat listen. Thank you so much, Robert. Great to see you, man. Another familiar face. Great to see all you familiar faces. So that's really huge, right? Stepping back, listening to the drum, and also other strumming patterns would work. Like one that I like to do is down, 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 up, 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 down. And then you'll hear on the E, I'm just kind of letting it go, right? Because there's more space, there's more room to just let stuff happen, right? So one more time, down, 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 up, down, down. And again, I have that accent there where the snare drum does this boom, boom, bop. That's where I'm doing my down, 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 up, down, 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 up, down, 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 up. Now on the A, now I switched it around a little bit because I can, right? You don't have to. Both will work. The one is more in 16ths. Anyways, so try to play around with this. Don't be afraid to strum and kind of fall on your nose and have it not work and feel robotic. This is totally normal and a total normal part of the process, right? You want to listen to the drum, try to lock into the groove, right? And then slowly, once you have that, once you own that, then you can start adding things on it, different layers. Like what I like to do, and I don't want to blow your minds too much, is I'll go down, 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 up, down, 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 down. See that on the D, I had this little thing going. And also on that down, 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 up, I like to hit the bass for that first down. Bass, down, 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 up, bass, down, 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 up, bass, down, 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 up, bass, down, down, down. Try to slow it down. Bass down, 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 up, 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 bass down, down. And here again, I'm just kind of letting whatever wants to happen. Now what I did here, since I have a good feeling for the time of the song, right? I don't need to think down, 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 up. I kind of have internalized the groove. So what I can do because of that is I can just hit the D once and then add in a little accent there, right? So now I'm breaking free of strumming patterns, right? Because I have internalized where the groove is, where the beats are, where everything happens, right? I don't need to think about it anymore. And my body knows, right? Since I've spent so much time working with groove and trying to, play these songs, pop songs, right? Rock songs, blues songs. So check it out. Bass down, 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 up, bass down, 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 up, bass. There's a little lick you can do in there. So when I went to the D, what I did is I did this sus4, and then I did a little pull off, okay? When I go to the A, I like to start on the A. I'll then go into A sus4, into an E. Now on the E, what I like to do, Dennis, thank you, man. Great to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. I really haven't seen you. Great to see you. So on the E, what I'm doing is adding in the sus4. Right? So that's the note right here under my ring finger. Bass down, 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 up, bass down, 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 up, bass. And see on the A, I did this, just this down, up, down thing, right? And the way that I've developed the ability to break out of these stringent, just down, 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 is that I've spent enough time listening to groove and just playing, right? Not worrying about falling on my nose, right? Just going for it. And the more you go for it and it feels weird and it feels awkward, all of a sudden you ride the wave, right? That's what we were calling it during the retreat, riding the wave, right? So I hope this makes sense. Let's listen to the backing track again now, with all of the context that I've given you guys, right? Then depending on where you're at, you know, choose your level of difficulty. If you're still just trying to play your normal chords, just do one strum, right? You don't need to even think about doing multiple strums. If that's easy for you, then add in that down, 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 up, down, 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 up, right? If you can do that easily, then try to maybe play it with the bar chords, right? So no matter where you're at, there's going to be something here for you, right? Hopefully. I hope so. That's my intention. So let's try to play it again together. Oh wow, now it worked the first time. Interesting. Okay, so let's do it again. Wherever you're at, try to play along. Try to play along, especially when we get to that E chord then, where the drum really starts to do more groovy things, then, you know, play around. Get groovy with it, okay? Beginning here, C to the G. My screen didn't freeze there, guys. Was my screen working okay? Are we still live? Are we still live, guys? I hope my screen wasn't freezing there. My screen is doing some weird stuff today. GOAT means greatest of all time. I don't think I'm the greatest of all time, but I appreciate you saying that. I try to do a good job. Let's say that. So how are you guys doing with this? Is this too easy for you, too hard for you? Are you still challenged, or is it too challenging? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious where you boys and girls are at. Now, I do want to show you, because it's Hey Joe, the intro, that kind of groovy thing that you can do on the E chord. But first, it's important for me that you guys know like the foundation, how it works, and you can always build from there, right? So the intro, and there is a tab also in the description. You can get this, you can download the tab as well, okay? So for the intro, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the 2nd string, 3rd fret, slide into the 5th fret, and then slide back. So see that? And I'm only picking it once. So pick, slide in, go back. Then my ring finger is gonna go here to the 3rd string, 4th fret, slide back to the 2nd fret, pull off. Okay, so we're getting some good feedback. Maud says, very fun. Thank you, Maud. It was frozen the whole time. Marie says, yeah, I have some glitch today. Every time I do an update, a glitch happens. Sorry about that, guys. I hope that you could hear the sound okay, though. This is what happens when you go live, and you're confident that everything's going to work the way it normally does. Anyways, let's do it. So sliding in, sliding out. My ring finger is going here. 3rd string, 4th fret, sliding to the 2nd fret, pull off. Okay? Okay? That leads us into an E major. Okay? So it kind of, the tune starts basically leading us into that last part of it, which is that E that happens over and over again, right? So, okay. And then the cool thing that you'll notice here that I did is first I hit the bass and then I hit the high strings. And that's one of my favorite things to do on an E chord. First hit that bass, that low note, and then the high notes. Rather than going, right? Because that doesn't sound the same as, right? So, and then check it out. We're going to go to the 4th fret, holding down the 4th and 5th strings. Slide into the 5th fret. So do that twice. Back to the 4th fret, back into the E. So this is going to be for my more advanced players, but I just want to show you guys what's happening. You know, once you'll get there, right? No stress. So, and then there's this little lick, open, hitting the 5th string 2nd fret, and then open 4th string. So that's open hammer, and then open D string. I'm just playing it multiple times so you guys can hear it. Get it into your ear, right? And when I slide in here, I slide in and then I pick it a second time. So slide in, pick, back to the 4th fret, into the E. Okay. Okay, so I just wanted to show you guys that. Those of you who are more advanced on the E chord, you can totally do that, right? So, and then this leads us into the C. All right, check it out. So that's instead of strumming the E the whole time. One more time. Now I'll just strum. Okay, now let me show you alternative. So what I did there is instead of doing this thing, I just did a little lick there, right? And the way that I'm able to do that is because I know the E minor pentatonic scale, right? Right? I know the scale in all of its positions, right? So I'm able to, instead of do this thing, do, and then come up with whatever other thing I can come up with, right? So that takes time, that takes practice, that takes improvising so that you teach your brain, okay, you know, when I have this musical idea, how do I get my fingers to do it, right? The same as when you have an idea in your mind and you want your voice to say the thing. That's what music is too, right? You learn the musical vocabulary by learning scales, right? And then you get these musical ideas, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not, but you can, even if they're not great and they're good, you can refine them and always make them better, right? So I hope that makes sense. Someone was asking about where this is written out. Yeah, Nancy. So you can get the tab under in the description of this lesson. So I have the backing track for you and I have the tab for you. It's all under there. So feel free to grab that so that it's easier to follow along. And also the chord progression. It's all in one place for you there. So enjoy that. Do we have any questions? Let me see if my screen's going to work here. It's probably not. Okay. It's not working. Give me a second. I think I might know what's going on. All right. It's probably, is it frozen? It's frozen. That's so weird. What's going on today? Yeah, okay. So unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be able to see, for whatever reason, this glitch is happening. But I'm going to still play along. And then when it comes to the E, I'm going to try to put in some little licks there, just so you guys can see how within that space you can create your own thing. So you guys, I'm going to just show my close-up and I'll play along, okay? Go back a little bit. Okay, so again, starting on the C major. Play with me, but also notice when I get to the E how I'll do some fun stuff in there. That you could also try to do further on down the road, depending on kind of like where you're at. And if you want, you know, and you're not where I am, and you're still at that kind of basic chord level, then just strum on the E chord. Strum along, but still take a look at what I'm doing, just to give you some ideas, right? Okay, let's go. So there I was literally improvising and going for it and trying to do something that I've never done before, right? And that's what I'd encourage you boys and girls to do once you get to that level where you're adding in little licks to what you're playing. And what you'll find is that sometimes you'll do something that sounds cool, sometimes it'll just fall flat on its face, right? But don't worry, still go for it. And then those times when you find something that are cool, just turn off the track and try to refine it. Say, okay, what did I like about that? And then try to refine that, right? So, yeah, don't be afraid to take risks, is what I'm trying to say. It sounds really cool on electric guitar. It definitely does. Been doing Hey Joe for 2 years. Yeah, man, yeah, and you got better. You got way better. I've seen you playing the bar chords. I've seen you playing it all different kinds of ways. And the cool thing about Hey Joe is that there's so much space to just try stuff and play around and have fun with it, right? Okay, so do we have any questions? I'm wondering if we have any questions. If not, we don't need to go super long today. I want you guys to be able to have something fun to practice. I want you to leave these things feeling inspired, seeing something that you maybe haven't thought of, and then just implementing that into your playing, into your, what you do, right? It's all about finding your own voice and your own way of playing and what sounds good to you, right? But definitely lock in with the groove. That's very, very important. Okay, let's play it together one more time, the whole thing. And then no matter what level you're at, challenge yourself a little bit, right? And yeah, let's do it. Maybe now it'll work. Let's see. Give me a second. I'm going to have to fix this. I don't think it's going to work. Okay, you guys are going to just be able to hear it. Okay, I'll do the close-up for you, and that way you'll be able to see the chords. Okay. C to the G. Okay, my friends. So I hope that you guys enjoy this style of a little bit more interactive online stuff where I actually get you guys to play with me. Because a lot of times what I'll do is I'll do live streams where it's me talking a lot. But this is a lot of fun where we get to play together, and I hopefully explain some things for you guys and make them clear. So I hope that this has been a fun little Friday lesson for you. Starting Monday, again, we're going to have the 5-day Beginner Guitar Accelerator Challenge. I'm really, really excited about that. Looking forward to helping you guys a lot during the 5 days that we're going to have together. If you guys have any questions now, then let me know. I'm more than happy to spend some time with your questions. If not, then I'll see many of you Monday. I wish you guys a very nice weekend. Very cool lesson. Give me many ideas. I will try to make a vid of a few things. Excellent. I'm very, very happy to hear that. Thank you so much, John. I appreciate you saying that. I really do. This is my new bar chord practice routine. Yeah, it's a great one because you can start here too. I don't think I showed you guys this one before. You can start and play your C chord here, right, which is the A shape, starting on the 3rd fret. Going into a G, going into a D, into an A, and then into E, right? And you could even go. You could actually go. If you want to do an exercise. But I'd stick to this. So just do C to the G to the D into A and then into E. C to the G down to D into A and then E. That move is much easier to do on an electric guitar. Okay, Hartzell Schaff, great to see you, my friend. I'm glad that you made it live. Thank you. I hope that this has inspired you and given you ideas. Say hi to Vonnie for me. I love Vonnie. Send her my love. She's such a tremendous person. You guys both, just such great people. Thank you very much. Marie, love you too. Love you too. You're the best. You're the best. You guys are so great. Thank you guys. I really hope that this has inspired you. Exactly. Circle of Fifths. And we will see each other again Monday, many of you. For those of you who the beginner guitar accelerator might be too simple, then I'll see you on another lesson very soon as well. That's not super beginnery. There's going to be some advanced stuff in there too. So check it out if you want to. If it's boring, then just turn it off. All right, my friends, have a great weekend. Play around with this. And yeah, make it your own. You know, I gave you guys a lot of things in here. Watch the replay, you know, find something that maybe you didn't know before. Try to play with it, right? Try to make it your own. Try to see, you know, what you can do that maybe I didn't even think of, right? With the chord that's going to make it work well with this song, right? All right, my friends, have a great weekend. Thank you so much. You guys rock and roll, and it's been great hanging out with you. All right, take it easy. I hope to see some videos as well of you guys playing this. Which fork is this? That's a good question. I think it's called a Vintage 2. Vintage 2D. So it's a Dreadnought Vintage 2. Really nice guitar. Really nice guitar. All right, my friends. Thank you. It's been really great. Love you all. You're really tremendous. Thank you for being with me live. 50 people. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you guys so much. All right, see you on Monday, and have a great weekend, everyone. Enjoy your time. Bye-bye. Thank you.